So, may we start?
Of course.
So, hello everyone and welcome to Greenwich College tour. I will divide our tour into 4 parts, as you can see on the screen. And to begin with, I would like to give you guys a brief overview. So, Greenwich, located on the banks of Thames River in the South London, right near to National Maritime Museum and the Queen's House. And the university was founded in 1890 with the name of Howick Polytechnic, a school mainly focused on STEM. STEM here stands for science, technology, engineering, and mathematics subjects, and with a special emphasis on engineering. However, in the 1970s, the university shifted to a new phase when it was merged with a part of Hammersmith College of Art and Building to form Thames Polytechnic. And it was until 1993, the university renamed to University of Greenwich as a part of its relocation plans. And you can see here we have 3 pictures. The picture number 1 is Greenwich on the bank of Thames River. The picture number 2 and number 3 is the 2 main campus. So we move to the internal structure. The university has 4 main faculties. The number 1 is Faculty of Liberal Arts and Sciences. The number 2 is Business School. The number 3 is Faculty of Education and Health. And the last is the Faculty of Engineering and Science. And moreover, its educational file offers a wide range of subjects for undergraduate and postgraduate level, including but not limited to law course, international relations, pharmacy, psychology, criminology, design, drama, and so on. And here you can see the 2 leaders of the university. Number 1 is Mr. Rowan Hill, and number 2 is Professor James Harrington. So we move to the campus. The university main campus is centered at the Royal Naval College, along with Avery Hill campus, which is located in the Royal Borough of Greenwich. Here a map of 2 campuses. The number 1 is Avery Hill campus, and number 2 is the other. So this is the end of the first part. Thank you for listening. And after that, Mai will continue our tour.
Thanks, Kimling. And now I'm gonna introduce you about the registration of this university. So can you go on the next slide? Okay, so similar to any university in Britain, the only requirement for applicants is that you must have a high school diploma and is admitted to study here by the university. However, for both undergraduate and postgraduate, you may apply directly at the school or through the University and College Admission Service, or UCAS. So if you wish, move on. So if you wish to study part-time, you apply to the university directly. And these are the fees per year. The first one is for full-time and part-time undergraduate bachelor degree. It costs around £9,250. The second one is for foundation degree. Nó là bằng kết hợp giữa học thuật và dạy nghề. So this one cost us £6,165, and the last one is for standard master degree. It varies depending on your faculty, but usually ranging from £8,750 to £9,250. And I will move to the next part, which is the best choice for educational career. So you may ask why should I study in this university? Does this university have any attraction to us? So our group listed three reasons for studying in this university. The first one is its quality. The second is a birthplace for many famous names. And the last is a well-known linking program, frequent seminars for Q&A sections and online programs. So about the quality, it's a well-known university for its quality. First and foremost, it ranked in the top 7% of the 20,000 higher education institutions globally by the Center for World University Rankings, and it's also awarded 4 Queen's Awards for outstanding achievement in undergraduate and postgraduate training. And also nine times higher education awards in the following categories: most innovative lecturers, excellent engineering research, international creative excellence, outstanding contribution to innovation and technology and sustainable development. And last but not least, it ranked silver in the teaching excellence framework, thanks to its high quality training programs, learning resources, teaching materials, and capabilities. And the second reason why we should study here, because it's a birthplace for many famous names. For instance, move on, Kim. This person is Charles K. Cow. He was awarded Nobel Prize in Physics. And the next one is Mallory Blackman. She's a famous novelist. And this guy is Jamie Danuga. He's a reputable music producer. And this one is the third Prime Minister of Ethiopia, Abiy Ahmed. And I guess you all know this girl. She's actress Trúc Anh, who played the role of Hà Lan in the movie Macbeth. She also studied in Greenwich. And the last reason is that it has a well-known linking program, frequent seminars for Q&A sections and online programs. I guess you all know about the Greenwich Vietnam. It's a joint training program between the University of Greenwich, UK, and FPT University, with more than 14,000 students from 12 countries around the world currently studying. Studying at Greenwich Vietnam, students have access to the quintessence of a British education at only 1/10 the cost of studying abroad in the UK. Furthermore, the program covers a wide range of fields and all are taught by experienced teachers who spent years learning far and wide. And graduates will receive a bachelor's degree, university degree from the University of Greenwich, United Kingdom, which is globally valid. With this degree, students can continue their studies to master's and doctoral degrees in many countries around the world. And the second one is that the university also regularly hosts introduction seminars. It's where those who wish to study there can find information on how to apply the tuition fees and all related concerns. Additionally, alumni of the college will also be there to elaborate on their experience of not just the university, but the life in the UK in general, and will share valuable experiences they have acquired along the way. And the last one, currently, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the university is also planning to organize online classes for students to study from abroad in the comfort of their own home. While details pertaining to such ambitious plan remain unknown, preparation is on its way. So this is the end of our presentation. Thank you for listening to us.
Okay, now everyone, any questions? Các bạn nào cần hỏi gì không? Actually, I intended to ask you that whether University of Granite here, is it the same with the university that FPT University is collaborating? But you told me, but you said you told about that in your presentation, right? The same university. Okay, so I want to ask you that. So my major is, okay, my major at university is English language teaching. So in case that I want to apply for a master degree at University of Granite University, so do you have any advice for me?
Let me see.
Because I see that because the at you show me, let me see, let me check. There are 4 let me remember. Okay. No, so there are 4 faculties, right? Faculty of Liberal Arts and Science, Business School, Faculty of Education and Health, and Faculty of Engineering and Science. So which faculty is the best option for me? What do you think? Should I apply for Faculty of Education and Health?
Yeah, I think you can enter into the Faculty of Education and Health if you satisfy all the requirements listed in our slide.
Okay, thank you. Now another group. Hello, the next one. Này đọc là granite ha mọi người. Trước giờ cô cứ tưởng là đọc là Greenwich chứ. Granite. Okay. Rồi nhóm tiếp theo đi mọi người. Nó là một cái trường, nó cũng là cái trường liên kết với FPT đúng không? Trường mình hình như là không có liên kết nhiều với các cái trường nước ngoài mọi người ha. Cô thấy bên đại học quốc tế là hồi xưa lúc mà cô làm việc ở Đại học Bách Khoa nó có cái chương trình liên kết của OSB liên kết với rất là nhiều trường, nhưng mà hầu hết cô nhớ là như ở Úc ấy. Còn ở Đại học quốc tế bây giờ nó đang là liên kết với Đại học Tây Anh Quốc, trường mình cô không thấy. Bạn cứ share đi, cứ share màn hình đi. Không biết FPT nó hình thức nó liên kết như thế nào, nhưng mà ở bên Đại học quốc tế cái chương trình tiếng Anh đó, nó được control bởi tức là cái tài liệu giảng dạy hay là kiểu Quality Assurance thì bởi nhân viên của Đại học Tây Anh Quốc. Bạn share đi, share màn hình đi.
Dạ đây ạ. Ui chết rồi.
Em ơi,
Ơi, thấy không?
thấy
Thấy màn hình rồi đúng không? Ủa sao? Ủa sao tao không thoát ra được cái màn hình ta? Ủa sao tao không làm được cái lựa chọn gì luôn á? Mọi người có nghe tao nói không nhở?
Đó. Bây giờ em muốn làm gì?
Cô đợi em một xí nha.
Ý là em muốn làm gì với cái file này?
ý là nó bấm xuống mà lá hồi nó bị bấm ngược lại không được á cô. Cô đợi em xíu để em đổi người share màn hình nha cô.
Okay.
Dạ. Tắt share cho em.
Phụng share đi Phụng. Well, hello teacher and everyone. We are Britain America culture, and I'm Chang, and I'm here to represent the group and give a representation on the topic of today. With the UK University topic, my group chooses Oxford, one of the most famous university in the world. In our tour today, we are going to talk about general information, facility, famous faculties, and achievement, and finally, Atlanticare College and myth. Moving to next point. Well, now start with general information. I will talk about location, established, structure, and famous person. The first is location. Oxford University is still situated in the city of Oxford, which lies about 90 kilometers northwest of London. The second is established. Please move to established. Well, there is no exact information establishment of Oxford, but there is evidence of teaching in the end of 11th century, particularly in 1096. The third is structure. Oxford has a distinctive collegiate structure. Students and academics benefit from belonging both to the university, a large internationally renowned institution, and to a college or house, a small interdisciplinary academic community. There are 39 Oxford colleges, which are not financially independent and self-governing, but relate to a central university in a kind of federal system. There are also 6 permanent private houses, which are similar to colleges, except that they tend to be smaller and were founded by particular Christian denominations. Furthermore, the Central University is made up of many different sections, which I will talk about later. And the final of this part is famous person. How about famous person? I bet you all must have seen the following person before, which are Emma Watson and Rowan Atkinson. About Emma Watson, popularly known for her role as Hermione in the Harry Potter film series, although she was involved in the media industry early, she still decided to pursue her studies. She attended Gloucester College, Oxford, for an academic year as a visiting student. Later, she graduated from Brown University with a degree in English literature. And the next one is Rowan Atkinson. He is an actor in the Miss Bean series. Unlike the image he has built on screen, maybe many people and even you don't know that in 1975, Atkinson went on to continue his studies to obtain a Master's of Science in Electrical Engineering from the Queen's College of Oxford. After completing his bachelor's degree in electrical engineering from Newcastle University, but he did not complete his master's university in Queen's College. And the second part is facility. All Oxford College offer the same excellence in teaching, but they do vary in terms of their size, location, and facilities. A diverse and adaptable number of sport activities are also available, such as football, hockey, cricket, swimming, and so on. It has a full service library and reading room available for students and friends of lifelong learning. Oxford meets the needs of its students, academics, and international research community with a wide range of library services provided by more than 100 libraries, making it the largest library system in the UK. And in the slide, we can see 2 pictures, and Oxford Libraries of Oxford University has over 100 libraries, of which 30 are part of the Boardline Library 10, which is largest university library system in the UK, and it is the Boardline Library. Not to be confused with the Boardline Libraries, the library group of which the Boardline is a member. The Boardline Library is so famous and is one of the top tier library in the UK. The Boardline Library is the main research library of the University of Oxford. Boardline Library is one of the oldest library in Europe. The library changes a self-length growth rate per year is more than 3 miles. The shelves are filled with extremely rare books. On top of that, Oxford owns some famous museums. One of them is the Ashmolean Museum. It is the world's second university museum and Britain's first public museum. Its first building was erected in 1978 to 1783 to house the cabinet of curiosities that Elias Ashmole gave to the University of Oxford in 1677. The main museum contains huge collections of archaeological specimens and fine art. It has one of the best collections of pre-Raphaelite paintings, metallical pottery, and English silver. And you can back the lại cái slide trước đi Phụng, mình chưa xong á. Đã có. Đây. Oxford has also has modern computer station and music room for students. Besides, it also has theater and prayer room. And we move to the third part is famous faculties. There are roughly 100 major academic departments, which are overseen by the 4 academic divisions. They are medical sciences, mathematical, physical and life science, humanity and social sciences. Oxford was also ranked first in the TAE's 2021 subject rankings for clinical and health and the subject rankings for computer science. The university was also ranked in the top 5 in the THE's World University Rankings by subject for social sciences, life sciences, engineering and technology, business and economics, arts and humanities, law and education. Diverse faculties. Therefore, Oxford not only focuses on the field of social sciences, but also on the field of life sciences and technology. And you can, yes. Now moving to the fourth part is notable achievements. In years, Oxford University has released lots of notably scientific research and studies in several fields, which is now becoming one of the most reliable sources in the world. Recently, the achievement of the AstraZeneca vaccine has been becoming one of the most important inventions of human history. In terms of vaccine, AstraZeneca is a vaccine against SARS-CoV-2. co-developed by the University of Oxford and the world-famous pharmaceutical company AstraZeneca, United Kingdom. The vaccine was experienced and proven effective more than 89% is in protecting people against COVID-19. Based on clinical studies, this vaccine is sold in very cheap price, and vaccine does not require a super low temperature environment for storage. Behind the success of AstraZeneca vaccine is the effort of two female professors, Sarah Gilbert and Catherine Green, who lead the Tennessee Institute research team, University of Oxford. So can you say some information below picture? Furthermore, these scientists did not take any profit from producing vaccine because they believe that, according to what Ms. Gilbert told the press, from the very beginning, we saw that this vaccine would turn the race against the virus, not other vaccines. The work at the university and do not intend to make money from it. Hope you can move to the next slide. And what I want to say, the next is Atlanticare College. Interesting news related to Oxford University is that Atlanticare College one of 39 colleges of the University of Oxford received a donation of £155 million from Miss Thảo, known as the chair and co-founder of Solvicos Holdings and CEO of Vietjet Air. To honor Miss Thảo, this college says it will ask the Privy Council for permission to change its name to Thảo College after signing a memorandum of understanding over the money of a Solico group. Besides, the college also states that the donation will have to pay for a new graduate center and graduate access scholarships. Moving to the last part of the presentation, there are a few myths about the University of Oxford. I'm sure that many of you used to believe in them. The following explanations of some common myths provided with you will come from Matt Williams, an Associate Fellow at Research College, Oxford University. To be more specific, Associate Fellow means an academic being responsible for helping to open up the university to more aspiring applicants. One, the first is Oxford is socially exclusive. The first myth we would like to mention is Oxford is social exclusive. Many people think that Oxford is only for the rich students who come from private schools. However, in fact, in 1916, 59% of Oxford went to students from state schools. So a comfortable majority of Oxford holders and Oxford intends were educated by the state and not in private schools. Furthermore, the university and its colleges also offer generous financial support with bursaries for living costs and money of their tuition fees to those who need it. From 2014 to 2016, 18% of offer holders were from Black and minority ethnic backgrounds. In 2017, the university made more offers to young women and men than men. Therefore, in conclusion, the University of Oxford makes admissions decisions on the basis of academic ability and academic potential and does not judge candidates on where they went to school or what they look like. And the second common myth of Oxford University is that Oxford is expensive. It is the second picture. Although tuition fees at Oxford are quite high, 9,250 pound per year. Those fees can be reduced for students in need of help. The University of Oxford says that it has squared away money over hundreds of years, precisely so it can be invested in bright young people who could
Recording in progress. Recording stopped.
Precisely so it can be invested in bright young people who could most benefit from it. Plus, when studying at Oxford, students will get a better result from the amount of money that they have put into, because it not only provides students with exceptional facilities, for example, over 100 libraries, but also a highly effective tutorial system. In this system, students are taught in tiny groups of about 2 or 3, usually twice a week, for the whole degree. This level of personalized attention from academic experts, it is impossible that most other university. And Cambridge is for sciences, Oxford is for humanities. This is the last myth we would like to talk about. Regarding such myth, it is interesting that its existence lasts several centuries, since Cambridge had several luminary scientists such as Sir Isaac Newton, Crick and Watson, and Stephen Hawking amongst its members. However, Oxford has its own notable scientific alumni. Stephen Hawking took his undergraduate degree at Oxford. Further back, Oxford had Robert Hooke and Christopher Green as students, both co-founders in Oxford of the Royal Society, the UK's National Science Academy, and a fellowship of some 1,600 of the world's most eminent scientists. In addition, Oxford University has invested over 400 million pounds over past 10 years into its science facilities and infrastructure. One of our newest facilities is the Beecroft Building, a state-of-art laboratory and teaching facility for the Department of Physics, which will create a space for discussion, collaboration, and cutting-edge science. And finally, as for the present day, Oxford is very highly ranked amongst the world's university for its scientific teaching and research. And that is all our presentation. Thanks for listening.
Okay, thank you. Now I have a question for you. Now, in case that you have a chance to study at Oxford University in the future, so what major or what kind of subject that you want to study? Hello? Because we know that Oxford is famous for a wide range of different majors, right? So in case that you have a chance to study at this world leading universities, what kind of major that you want to pursue? Này Trang. Hello.
Yes, Miss.
Okay. Yeah. Now, if you have a chance to study at Oxford University, so what kind of major that you want to pursue? And what kind of program? I mean that undergraduate program or postgraduate.
So in our opinions, as a language student, probably we would choose the faculties of humanity and social science, and maybe we'll choose after graduate because we already have bachelors of English linguistics in Vietnam. So study for.
So you still want to pursue your current major, right?
Yes, and study higher at the Oxford, maybe better than from the beginning. But if somebody just graduate from high school, I probably encourage them to enter for the medical science or physical life, mathematical, because I believe, in my opinion, those faculty is a foundation for life, and study in the environment of Oxford can provide them a strong as well as a good environment. I don't know why. I mean, like, give them an academic environment to, and those area, like those field can help life more better. I believe that.
Okay, and then I think that I don't want to say, but whenever we make a comparison a comparison of the facilities of Western countries, university, and any university in Vietnam, so we can say that there is a big gap, right? And because most Western countries have like modern and very modern facilities, right? Okay, thank you. A little bit sad, right? Now another group. Nhìn cái facility của trường người ta xong so sánh với trường mình các bạn không? Now the next group.
Yes, miss, we are here.
Cambridge University, right?
Yeah, that's it. Okay. Okay, excuse me, Miss, could you hear me well?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I would like to put on my camera. Okay, so hello everyone. I will now, my name is, sorry. Okay, xin lỗi cô, chị em bắt đầu lại. Okay, so hello everyone. So England's greatest university, we cannot mention about Oxford and Cambridge. They have been rivals since the 1300s, and each of them has the same basic heritage and design. No main campus, and instead the many colleges are scattered throughout the charming town center. Today, welcome to the Cambridge, or the University of Cambridge. This is one of the most exciting and beautiful city in the world, and displayed every year there are 8 billion people visit there. And I am Thảo Nguyễn, the ambassador of University of Cambridge, and my job today that is take all of you being with me in the journey into the knowledge of University of Cambridge. Okay, and now let's start. First of all, we should take a quick look about the trip itinerary, okay? And of course, don't forget to pick up some highlight and keep that in your mind because it will take you 5 days to be with me in this trip. In the very first day, we will have some general views, okay? Very important. And the second day, there are some honors that we will mention so that you could know more about this university. And day 3, we will study something about its history. The day 4, of course, if you want to apply or when you visit, you really want to look at about the facilities of this place. And especially, we will take you being with us through the university library, the Fitzwilliam Museum, the sports center, and some other places in the university as well. And on the last day, we will go on the stage to see some notable alumnus. Okay, so let's start. Oh my god, where is it? Oh, so okay, so now please take a quick look about general views. So on my screen now, I guess that all of you can see about the address, the chancellor and the vice chancellor. Okay, you can read them quickly because I will have some picture much more interesting for you to follow instead of the words only. Okay, so here on my screen, I have shown you about the map so that you can navigate the location of this university. So the address of our university, that is the old school Trinity Land, Cambridge CB2 1LN, England. Okay, it is located in the center of the ancient city, super beautiful, of Cambridge, 50 miles north of London. Besides, it is the 4th oldest university in the world and the 2nd oldest university in the English-speaking world. Oh my God, okay. And next one, I know that you are very curious about the chancellor and the vice chancellor of this university. So on my screen, there are 2 pictures. So on your left hand now, that is the chancellor of our university. He is the Lord Sainsbury of Turville, and he has the his duty is mainly on, how can I say, some various ceremonies, and in most university in England, Wales or North Ireland, chancellor is one of a very honorary title. And on your right hand, that is Professor Stephen J. Tope. He is Vice Chancellor, who will be in charge of the work of running the university. So, Chancellor, that is the Lord Sainsbury of Turville, will be the official head of the university. And Professor Stephen J. Tope will be the head of the university. Okay, so let's move on the next part. Oh my god, sorry. No, it is not the last day. Sorry. Okay. And the next point in general views we would like to share with you that is about our motto. So I know that all of the students coming here with me today, that you are come from Ho Chi Minh City University of Law. So I guess that in Vietnam, especially at your university, maybe that your university also has maybe a motto or slogan. Many people think that motto and slogan are quite maybe the same, but to be honest, that they are a bit different. But however, I really would like to
Recording
hear
in progress.
from you that can you share with me about maybe the motto and the slogan of your university, please?
I think that the motto of the University of Law is sáng tri thức vững công minh, right?
Yeah, to be honest, I really don't know.
Is this considered
Yeah.
as a motto of the University of Law?
Okay, but I have heard some Vietnamese, so would you please tell me, is it whether that it can be translated into English so that all of other students here can know about your university's slogan or motto?
I haven't thought about that before, about like how to translate the motto of my university into English.
Thank you. Okay, so I also researched a little bit about your university and I super like about that. So that's the reason why I also use Google Translation to translate that, because I don't know Vietnamese. So as I know, the slogan of Ho Chi Minh City University of Law, or ULaw, right, in the short form, that is bright knowledge, firmness, as I know. Okay, so I think that each university will have their own motto or maybe slogan, and of course ours will be the same. So at on my screen now, that is our motto. Okay, so this is Latin words, so like a spell, Hanc lucem et populus sacra. Okay, so that is our motto, and when we translate Latin into English, its definition is from display we gain enlightenment and precious knowledge. Okay, so let's move on a little bit some facts about our university. The University of Cambridge is a collegiate public research institution that serves more than 18,000 students from all concerns of the club. The university consists of the numeralistic building and is divided into 31 autonomous colleges, with many of the older ones situated on the famous River Cam. So I think that when we walk through here, you can see the beautiful river. Okay, and moreover, this is very special because we have 6 academic schools, and they are arts and humanity, biological sciences, clinical medicines, humanities and social sciences, and the last one that is physical sciences and technology. So on my screen now, I will show you 31 autonomous colleges. I would like to emphasize again, because something here, I think that this is not unfamiliar with you, because Cambridge Institution is an associated college university, does not have a campus, which is unique. In actuality, Cambridge University is a confederation of 31 self-governing university, in Vietnamese, tự chủ. Each college is essentially autonomous, but is affiliated with Cambridge. And each college hires its own professor and staff, and colleges make decisions on which student that they would like to admit, and will supervise the undergraduate students and are in charge of the student and staff housing, or maybe about their health as well. So now you are looking some of the picture about 31 colleges belonging to Cambridge. Okay, this is Clare College, Chris College. Okay, so many colleges at Cambridge, University of Cambridge. But one of the most colleges that I really would like to introduce you, that is Trinity Colleges. And now I will have a picture to illustrate you about this college. Okay. So I think that when we move on to the alumnus, or you can know more alumni of University of Cambridge. I will talk more about this one. But one fact I would like to share with you, that Trinity College in Cambridge alone has more Nobel laureates than France. That is 89, okay, 89. So this is a very, how can I say, outstanding or very impressive numbers, okay? And in the next part, after we have some general views, we will know more about the honors. So we would like to say that the University of Cambridge often ranks among the very top university in the world for teaching, research, and international outlook. And in this table, we would like to present some of the impressive statistics that you can take a week look. First, recently, that in this year, our university is ranked at the 3rd position in QS Global World Ranking. And in 2019, there are 3 times we had got the first position, especially that is of the Guardian University Guide for engineering, especially about chemical in the UK, and or philosophy, education, law, and medicine in the UK. Moreover, we also had been honored like QS University ranking as the 6th position, or the 2nd position for architecture, computer science and information system, economic and politics in the UK. Moreover, you can see here that I have mentioned in University of Cambridge, we have several times to receive about like the Nobel laureates. And here we have the number, that is the 98 Nobel laureates that we have received, especially just Trinity College alone has made 89. And moreover, when other people, or when people talk about University of Cambridge, we are very honored when we have 15 British prime ministers have affiliation with Cambridge as student, faculty, or alumni, including the scientists Francis Crick and Frederick Sanger. And among alumnus, it has 110 Nobel Prize laureates, 47 heads of state, and 190 Olympic medalists. One of the most prolific school publishers in the UK, as well as one of the oldest, having produced material in the hundreds of thousands since it opened in 1534. Okay, and now we would like to share with you about some statistics of our university, and this is the detailed information of according to the University of Cambridge ranking 2019 and 2020 by the Center for World University Ranking, or the shortcut that is CWUR. Okay, so you can follow our statistic over there. We have the overall score, that is 94.1. Okay, so the next place we would like to visit, that is about history room. I guess that when you come, or maybe when you study, or when you visit to anywhere, maybe that there are many common destinations you would like to come. But I think that is really significant that if you can spend time on discovering or exploring about the history of the place, because maybe that you can have more emotion, or you can love that nation more. Okay, so now I would like to share with you some point about the history of our university. So our university was founded 1209. The University of Cambridge is rich in history. It was established when scholars from Oxford migrated to Cambridge to escape Oxford riots of town and Gao. That means townspeople versus scholars. Có nghĩa là in Vietnamese, we usually say that dân thành phố sẽ đấu với lại những cái người học giả. Over the next 3 centuries, another 15 colleges were founded, and in 1318, Cambridge received formal recognition as a study in general from Pope John 22. Okay, giáo hoàng John 22. And Cambridge remained fairly insignificant until about 1502, when a professorship of divinity was founded, the oldest in the university. And in 1511, Desiderius Erasmus went to Cambridge and did much to inculcate the new learning of Renaissance there. And in 1570, Elizabeth I gave our university a revised body of statute. And in 1571, the university was formally incorporated by Act of Parliament. Okay, and in the next period, in 1663, the Lucasian Professorship of Mathematics was founded under the will of a former member of the university. And 6 years later, the first holder resigned in favor of Isaac Newton, then a young fellow of Trinity. Isaac Newton and Trinity. These names are very familiar with all of you. I can make sure about that. And after years of innovating, the University of Cambridge now sits at the heart of one of the world's largest technology cluster, one which has created 1,500 high-tech companies, 14 of them valued at over 800 million pounds. It is equivalent to $1 billion, and 2 at over 8 billion pounds is equivalent to $10 billion. And move on the next thing that we would like to talk a little bit and to show you about our facility. So Cambridge is widely acknowledged as a vibrant place to be a student. So on the academic side, the university is home to over 100 libraries, which hold more than 15 million books in total. And there are also 9 world-renowned arts, scientific, and cultural museums such as Kettle's Yard and the Fitzwilliam Museum that we will have a week look later, which are open to the public throughout the year, as well as the botanical garden as well. And now let's have a tour around this great and prestigious university. So as I mentioned on the orientation day, right? Do you still remember the very first day when you came here? So we have mentioned that there are four places that we take a week look that we go to visit about the facility of our university. That is the library, the Fitzwilliam Museum, the sports center, and some other places. And now we will stop at the library. The Cambridge University Library is one of the best libraries in the world. It is a legal deposit library, which gives it legal claim to a copy of all material published in the UK and Ireland, and now has over 7 million volumes. It's a very impressive number. And it's had 58 departmental and faculty libraries, 30 college libraries, 2 science libraries, 1 medical libraries, 1 law libraries, and 33 other associated libraries. So that's the reason why if the Vietnamese student that you would like to study abroad, especially about law, you can come or you can consider about our university to apply, okay? Because our material, especially about the source that you can analyze, are very valuable for you. Oops. Okay, and in the next room, I would like to talk a little bit about the computer cluster, about PCs and Macs are found in most colleges and departments with a wide range of software. The library provides a database of all the available informational material, which is accessible from outside the university, because we always expect that we would like to provide our students like the best devices for them to access, and by that way they can research and they can study much more better. And besides, moreover, noteworthy collection include the Aston Library of medieval, and this word we usually greet like ecclesiastical and modern history. In Vietnamese, we could understand that is lịch sử thời Trung Cổ, thời giáo hội và thời hiện đại. The W.G. Aston Japanese Library, the paper of Charles Darwin, and the Wade Chinese collection. So to clarify this one, I think that the picture can illustrate that. So now you will have some picture on my screen so that you can follow. Okay, yeah. So you can see that on your left hand, that is like the room with our PC and Macs that we have set up for our student. And on your right hand, that is one of our libraries. Okay, and this is the noteworthy collection that I have mentioned for you. Okay, that is the 15th century. Over there, the history of Japanese literature, the collected papers of Charles Darwin, and this is the scholar choice. Okay, and now after we know and we see about the library, we will move on the next room, that is about the museum. So in fact, the University of Cambridge operates 8 museums of art, culture, and science, except Fitzwilliam. They are museum of art and except Fitzwilliams. And now we have listed some of the museum on your right hand so you can follow. For example, Museum of Art and Antiquities, Cattle Yard Museum of Contemporary Art, the Museum of Archaeology and Anthropology. Next one, the University of Cambridge houses collection of local antiquity and archaeological and artifacts from around the world. So besides, in Vietnamese, we usually tell these museum like Bảo tàng nghệ thuật và cổ vật, Viện Bảo tàng nghệ thuật đương trại Cattle Yard, Viện Bảo tàng khảo cổ học và nhân học, Viện Đại học Cambridge, lưu trữ những bộ sưu tập cổ vật về địa phương, hoặc là Viện Bảo tàng động vật học có nhiều chủng loại động vật từ khắp thế giới nổi tiếng với cái bộ cá xương voi vây. Viện bảo tàng này cũng có nhiều chủng loại do Charles Darwin sưu tập. I think that in Vietnam, maybe that from high school or maybe even secondary school, we have known a little bit or maybe a lot about Charles Darwin, okay? Because to be honest, he is common all over the world. And next one, we also know about Viện Bảo tàng Khảo cổ học cổ điển Cambridge, hay là Viện Bảo tàng Woodhall về lịch sử học, or Viện Bảo tàng khoa học trái đất Sedgwick, hay là Viện Bảo tàng vùng cực thuộc Viện Scott. Họ sẽ nghiên cứu về những cái vùng cực. And it contains, among other things, important collection of Egyptian, Greek, and Roman antiquities, medieval and modern manuscript, and painting of European master. The University Museum and Collection also hold many treasures, which give an exciting insight into some of the scholarly activities, both in the past and at the present, of the university academics and students as well. Okay. And now, I think that when you go into the museum, you need to take a look of some, maybe that we can say some treasure like that. For example, like this is a cubit and Psyche. This is a pot and solver. Okay, this is a bust of Albert Einstein. And after we visit library and museum, of course, you cannot you cannot, how can I say, you should spend time going to visit our sports center. And why? I will give you some explanation. Because Arab designed the 6,000 square meter sport facility, and the sports scene at Cambridge is also huge, with state-of-the-art facility and over 80 sport and offer with team for novices and expert alike. That means all the people can come to play the sport like that. And the new sports center at the University of Cambridge is designed as a home to athletes who compete at the highest level, but it is also open to the wider community. Moreover, it is also designed with metal roofs. So I will give you some facts over here that in recent years, metal roofs have gained more and more importance in architecture because they allow attractive roof geometries, and therefore they have some unusual usage options. Moreover, the building provides accessible and affordable facility to the general public, supporting a thriving group of local clubs for all abilities and disabilities. All internal spaces are naturally day-lit and ventilated to promote well-being, and the project achieved a BREEAM excellent accreditation. So now you can see on this map that we have illustrated about the sports center will consist gym, strength, blah 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 blah, like cricket ground, tennis ground, pavilion, and conference facility. Especially, we also have a 50-meter swimming pool and a tennis hall, all to be delivered in future stages. So I really hope that we can welcome the student from Vietnam, especially Ho Chi Minh City University of Law. Okay. So in the next thing, I would like to show you some picture about the sports center at our university. So fun, right? After hard working in the classroom or PC in the lab, you can spend time on improve your well-being in our sports center as well. Very balanced. Okay, and the last that we also would like to talk about facility, that is some other places, that is extracurricular activities that can give you the chance to get involved with anything from the university, renowned student, drama societies, which spout the lives of comedy group Monty Python to music, politics, and hundreds of other clubs and society. And moreover, we also have the Student Services Center, and this one will be a very helpful through or maybe department that the student can be supported. And these include the University Counseling Service, Disability Resource Center, and the Career Services. And besides, we also have a botanic garden as well. And these are some very beautiful pictures that you can take a look. Okay, and now that is also the last day that we discovered about the University of Cambridge. And today we will discover and we will study something about some notable alumnus. So as of September 2018, Cambridge has more than 298,000 living alumni, with significant numbers in UK, Australia, Canada, France, Germany, the People's Republic of China, Hong Kong, Singapore, and the USA as well. The university boasts an impressive array of alumni around the world, including political leaders, titans of industry, and famous entertainers as well. So on our screen now, that is the picture of Oliver Cromwell. He had studied at Sydney Sussex College in 1617. So I will tell you some facts about him or maybe you can read on my screen as well. So after dropping out of Cambridge, Cromwell went on to the lead of Roundheads in the English Civil War, which is very common, and they won. And in 2002, Cromwell was ranked one of the best Briton of all the time, according to a BBC poll. And the next alumni we would like to talk with you, that is Charles Robert Darwin. So Charles Robert Darwin, he often called the father of modern biology. Darwin was sent to Cambridge by his father to study arts in the hope that he might one day become an Anglican country parson. He was an English naturalist and he has many titles, but the best known for his contribution to the science of evolution. And Charles Robert Darwin used to study at Christ's College in 1831. Okay, and his proposition that all species of life have descended from common ancestor is now widely accepted and considered a fundamental concept in science. And the next alumni that we are really respect, that is Stephen Hawking. Stephen Hawking, he used to study at Trinity Hall College in 1965. And I think that all of us here know about him. And on my screen now, so that you can read something about his background. So Hawking returned to Cambridge post-graduating to lecture, which he did for 30 years in the same post that had previously been occupied by the life of Isaac Newton. Stephen William Hawking was an English theoretical physicist, cosmologist, author, and especially he was a director of research at the Center for Theoretical Cosmology within the University of Cambridge. And his key exploration was in the areas of theoretical cosmology, focusing on the evolution of the universe as governed by the laws of general relativity. So I think that this one is very familiar with you when you say about thuyết tương đối or lượng tử. Okay, so that is about like he analyzed about that and he studied about that. And he is known for his work related to the study of black holes, Hawking radiation. When he became the first to set forth a cosmology explained by a union of the general theory of relativity and quantum mechanics. Moreover, Hawking suffered from a rare and life-threatening condition of a disease starting when he was only 21 years old, and when he pursued the master from Cambridge University. So for a major part of his later life, he was almost completely paralyzed and communicated through a speech-generating device. But he has overcome all the obstacles that he was the Lucasian Professor of Mathematics at the University of Cambridge for around 3 decades and an honorary fellow of the Royal Society of Arts. For his contribution to the study of the universe and his pioneering work in cosmology, he was made a commander of the Order of the British Empire. That means người tư lệnh đế chế Anh in Vietnamese. And next alumni we would like to mention the Charles Prince of Wales. Okay, he used to study at Trinity College, and this play that I have mentioned with you 2 or 3 days ago, right? Trinity College, we had a visit there. And the next person, that is Sir Isaac Newton. Wow, okay, so cool. So before he became famous for headbutting an apple, Sir Isaac Newton was a student at Trinity College in the University of Cambridge. And during his time at school, he studied advanced mathematics in addition to optics and mechanics. And the next alumni we would like to mention that is Arianna Huffington. used to study at Girton College in 1972. So if you guys here are the big fan of Marvel Studios, I think of last year, if you spent time to go to the cinema and bought a ticket to watch the movie named Black Widow, you could see her. He is one of the actors in that movie, okay? And besides, Ariana Huffington is also had been ranked like the most inspiring female role model, or American public figures who are national treasure. Or he also one of the most powerful women of all time. I'm so sorry, my mistake. Ariana Huffington, she's not an actress, everyone. Sorry, my fault, my bad. The Huffington Post co-founder and editor-in-chief were the first foreign. That means she's also a Greek American author, okay? And the woman that I really would like to talk about, she is Rachel Weisz. She is a British American actress, and like I told you before, if you are a big fan of Marvel Studio, maybe you know this actress when you watch the film Black Widow. And thank you so much, Savai. Thank you so much for listening our presentation. I know that it's quite long, but yeah. I know that it's quite long, but I hope that you will like it. So, sorry, it seems like, I don't know if, but sorry, I will stop sharing my screen a little bit because my partners will, okay. Oh my God, sorry. Yeah, okay. So to be honest, I don't know why, but I couldn't share my very last screen. So this is my partner in our team. That is Ngọc Yến, me, Ngọc Thảo, and Quỳnh Như. And again, if we have any question, you can contact us on Facebook, Twitter, or maybe Instagram. And again, thank you for your listening. And we have yeah, that's all. Thank you.
Okay, thanks a lot for like a very long but very detailed guidance from the University of Cambridge, right? Thanks. And then you know, while listening your presentation, I just think that I'm practicing my IELTS listening test. You know, because usually IELTS listening section number 2, right? Is usually the guidance from a university, right? But very formative and detailed presentation about the history of University of Cambridge, right? And then I love your background. It looks professional, right? Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Cô share với các bạn một số cái khác hả? Can I share the screen? Now, because the presenter mentioned about the Trinity College, okay? So now, for anyone in our class who want to pursue English teaching in the future, I mean that after graduation, so you can consider about the diploma in TESOL of Trinity College, London. You know that is a kind of very valuable and well-known diploma in English teaching. And besides the diploma from Trinity College, London, and then you can choose CELTA, CELTA. Okay, although the price for taking these courses quite high, but I think that they are quite useful if you want to be an English teacher in the future. Okay, tại vì nhóm của các bạn đề cập đến cái Trinity College các bạn ha, là cô giới thiệu luôn ha. nó sẽ có một cái gọi là diploma này các bạn ha. Đó, cho TESOL. Thì những cái bạn nào mà sau này mà các bạn muốn đi dạy tiếng Anh đó ha, thì mọi người có thể cân nhắc thi hoặc là tham gia cái khóa học của Trinity College ha. Hoặc là các bạn tham gia cái TOEFL hoặc là CELTA, có cái bằng gọi là CELTA. Hồi nãy cô search nó không ra. Trong cái giới dạy tiếng Anh đó, thì hay gọi nó là bằng CELTA, CELTA. Hồi xưa cô thi cái bằng khác của Cambridge, nó là TKT. Cô nghĩ bây giờ nó hơi khá là cũ rồi, outdated rồi, lâu rồi cô nghe nữa, TKT. Nhưng mà sau này thì cô có nghe một số cái giáo viên nước ngoài họ trao đổi là có Trinity College, London Diploma in TESOL, với lại là CELTA. So when you can get one of these two diploma, you can teach English not only in Vietnam but also other countries. Okay. Nếu mà các bạn có hai cái bằng, một trong hai bằng này thì không chỉ là các bạn dạy tiếng Anh ở Việt Nam đâu, các bạn có thể dạy ở nước ngoài, các cái nước khác. Okay. Now class, any question? Hello? Các bạn nào hỏi gì nữa không? Or are you tired? Are you tired after like visiting many universities in just a few hours, right? So now next week we are going. So I think that we can stop here. And next week we are going to continue with the University of Edinburgh, okay, London School of Economics and Political Science, University of Warwick, University of St Andrews, and Imperial College London. Okay. Tuần sau mình sẽ bắt đầu ha. Thế tuần sau mọi người học thứ mấy với thứ mấy? Hello? Hay là mình sẽ giữ nguyên lịch cũ là học sáng thứ ba với sáng thứ năm vậy mọi người? Hello?
Giữ lịch cũ với cô.
Rồi vậy cô rất là muốn các bạn giữ lịch cũ. Tại vì thứ hai, thứ tư thì cô đã dạy lớp của cả 4-6 rồi vậy. Okay. Nên là cô mong các bạn giữ lịch
mình đâu có lịch trong tuần sau cô.
Lịch các bạn hiểu tại sao không có lịch cho tuần sau không? Tại vì cái môn văn hóa này nè, trường xếp cái thời khóa biểu gốc của các bạn hôm trước lớp các bạn gửi cho cô á, là giống như tuần đầu mình học có 1 hay 2 buổi gì đó, xong rồi cái tuần sau bắt đầu nó dồn các bạn. Còn như nguyên cả cái tuần đó là học hết nguyên cả cái khóa của cái môn văn hóa này luôn. Mà cô thấy học như vậy á, thứ nhất là nó rất là chán, thứ hai nữa là nếu làm như vậy á, các bạn sẽ không có thời gian để chuẩn bị như thế này. Thật ra thì cô rất là nhẹ nhàng trong cái việc các bạn chuẩn bị bài thôi, nhưng mà có nghĩa là khi các bạn làm một cái bài thuyết trình đó thì lúc nào nó cũng phải cần có thời gian hết, đúng không? Nên là lúc đó cô lúc mấy cái tuần đầu á ha, là cô đã giãn thời gian ra cho các bạn một xíu ha. Cho nên á, lịch của tuần sau là mình gọi là nó hết rồi chứ không phải là không có lịch. Cho nên vì cái lịch hôm trước mình đã dồn, thay vì nó dồn trong một tuần ha, thì cô sẽ giãn nó ra thành là một tuần mình sẽ học 2 buổi vậy đó. Ok, clear, rõ không?
Dạ, cô cho em hỏi về cái bài thuyết trình Hello Britain thì cái chi phí cô cho là một người du lịch hay là cả nhóm gì cô?
Một người đó em. Tại vì các bạn thấy số tiền đó nó quá lớn hả? Hay là sao?
Số tiền quá nhỏ cô.
Mà một người đó các bạn. Tại vì cô có hỏi ý kiến của bạn cô trước. Bạn suggest cái cục tiền đó. Bạn nói là nếu bạn đi du lịch như vậy á, thì bạn sẽ sử dụng cái cục tiền đó. Nếu mà các bạn muốn, nếu các bạn có muốn tăng lên một xíu không?
Tăng đi cô, ít quá cô ơi.
Đúng rồi, tiền máy bay là hết trơn rồi, không còn gì nữa.
Cô chỉ mua quà đúng không cô?
Ok, thế để cô xem. Hôm trước chờ cô một xíu nhé, cô review lại nhé. Hôm trước cô cho các bạn bao nhiêu nhỉ? Mình tăng lên thành 1.800 được không? Is this okay?
Sao không cho 2.000 luôn cô?
2.000 đi cô.
Thôi 2.000 đi ha. Từ 1800 tới 2000. Các bạn biết cái này cô adapt từ một cái cuộc thi của lãnh sự quán Mỹ cách đây nhiều năm rồi, nhưng mà cô hồi đợt đó là nó cho plan một cái cũng week long trip nhưng mà United States, thì lần này cô cho các bạn làm là cho United Kingdom. Các bạn cô tư vấn cho những cái điều kiện này nên là cô, tại vì thực sự là cô không có cái kiến thức thực tế, không có trải nghiệm thực tế để chia sẻ với các bạn nhiều, nên cô cho các bạn làm bài thuyết trình này ha. Ok, rồi các bạn lưu ý cho cô nữa nha, đó là điểm của các bạn ha sẽ không phải đến từ điểm của cô không ha, mà khi các bạn thuyết trình các nhóm khác sẽ đánh giá điểm. Ví dụ như về structure nè, đó, từ thang 1 tới 10 nè, đó, các nhóm khác sẽ cho các bạn bao nhiêu, sau đó họ sẽ cộng lại và họ gửi cho cô ha. Ok, được không mọi người? Yeah.
Ủa cô ơi, vậy là tuần sau mình giữ lịch là học thứ 3, thứ 5 hả cô?
Đúng rồi, thứ 3, thứ 5.
Dạ thứ 3, thứ 5 lớp tụi em không có tiết của cô nên là mình chuyển sang buổi chiều được không ạ?
Buổi chiều thì em muốn học chiều thứ mấy? Buổi
Tại
chiều
vì
để từ chiều thứ 2, chờ một chút nha, cô check lại lịch của lớp 43A. Bạn vừa nói bạn nhắn tin cho cô rồi, chờ cô một xíu. Tại vì không có lịch nên là các bạn xếp lịch học muốn khác cái gì, đúng không?
dạ
Bạn nói là học chiều thứ 2, thứ 4. Các bạn có thể học chiều thứ 3, 5 được không?
mọi người thấy sao? Mọi người chiều thứ 3, 5 thì lớp em rảnh, lớp em không có tiết ạ.
Rồi ok, vậy mình học chiều 3, 5 ha.
Dạ.
Học từ
Rồi.
1:30 thì sao cô?
Các bạn muốn học 1:30 hay 1 giờ? Cô thì thích học sớm, nghỉ sớm, học 1 giờ tới 4 giờ, nhưng mà không biết là buổi sáng các bạn có mệt quá không? Không sợ lúc sáng các bạn kết thúc trễ thì các bạn có mệt không? Nên tùy các bạn, mà các bạn kết thúc lúc, các bạn muốn bắt đầu lúc 1 giờ cũng được, 1:30 cũng được. Các bạn muốn bắt đầu từ giờ nào thì các bạn thống nhất rồi Thảo lên nhắn tin cho cô.
Cô
Dạ.
cô vẫn chưa có lịch thi đúng không cô?
Chưa em. Mà cô nói trước ha, lịch thi sẽ là viết một cái essay. Với essay giống như cái đề hồi nãy cô cho các bạn thảo luận đó ha, người Anh có nên bỏ đi cái chế độ quân chủ của họ hay không? Chung lại là do opinion hết, một cái opinion essay thôi. Ok. Rồi, any question? Còn một cái nữa các bạn, cái chữ parliament đó mọi người, cô tra Oxford Dictionary rồi nó vẫn đọc là parliament mà. Sao cô thấy các bạn cứ đọc là parliament vậy? Đúng không? Cô làm cho cô tưởng là cô đọc sai, nhưng mà không phải, hồi nãy cô tra lại cái Oxford Dictionary nó đọc là parliament. Ok, rồi goodbye class.
Bye bye cô.
Bye bye.
Bye miss. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye cô.